My name is Rick Davis. I'm from the UK. I work for Tata Motors European Technical Centre, and ever since starting the job there I've always fancied a trip to the Himalayas, so finally I've made the dream come true.
Share your ride experience in brief at this overall complete tour.
The riding has been fantastic, the scenery amazing. Every corner there was a new mountain, a new challenge, a new stream to cross, an avalanche to get through. I mean, overall the trip's just been everything you could ever dream for. It's you get such incredible scenery, you get a chance to be on your own, a chance to be part of a group. The guides are fantastic, had some good accommodation, and you really get the sense of adventure by doing this trip, so really fantastic and well recommended.
What stood out for you in this overall ride?
I think that the ride is probably more challenging than I was expecting, but for me the key thing for doing this trip was to go to the highest road in the world. So I've been to the northernmost road and the southernmost road on my motorbike. Now I've done the highest elevation in the world, so that was certainly a high point for me. But yeah, it's a good group, and the guides have been very accommodating and very friendly. Couldn't wish for more, really.
Out of all other tour companies, why did you choose Ride of My Life?
The reason I chose Ride of My Life was probably the communications I had back from Gaurav. I contacted about 5 or 6 different agencies, and Gaurav came back fairly quickly. And then we found we had common people in common through Horizons Unlimited. So I knew that if he knew those people, he was probably an okay guy. We had lots of communication back and forth, and yeah, that was probably the reasons I chose Gaurav and Ride of My Life. So yeah.
How was the food, stay, and overall other arrangements?
Yeah, I think so. We had a complete range from the basic to the to almost luxury, really. I'd say the food was good most of the way round. The touch of luxury we had in the middle of Sakti was incredible. We weren't expecting that at all in such a remote place. But equally we had the adventure side of it with a bit of camping, or probably glamping, the posh camping with a toilet in the back. And then we had a wooden hut, so you get the real feel of you've been somewhere which is remote. You've also had a touch of the luxuries as well to enjoy and to keep you motivated. So yeah, overall it's been a good balance, I think. So.
How was riding Royal Enfield motorcycles for you? How different it was?
I mean, the motorcycles in India, Royal Enfield are synonymous with India. For me that was part of the challenge, or part of the trip, is to do it on an old bike. I normally ride a BMW 1150 GS, but the Enfields are something different. They're pretty basic, really, but it adds to the experience, and you've got to do it on an Enfield. There's no point doing it on a KTM or a BMW. Do an Enfield and enjoy it. But they're not the most sophisticated bikes, but they coped with all the terrain we threw at them. And to be honest, some of the terrain we did today, coming up from Pangong Lake up back to the road, that was as challenging as any dirt bike would want to cope with, and it coped with it. So yeah, fair dues. And Manali looked after us very well. He kept the bikes running sweetly, and yeah, even though I had 2 punctures, it was only a 5-minute swap and we're back on the way. So yeah, fantastic.